Cool. Yeah, so for you guys, I mean, just how does it feel getting that first one, getting that first one out the way?
Yeah, it feels great. Just building momentum into the next game. Yeah.
It seemed like you guys, were out there, playing free. Obviously, you were, locked in and focused, but you also like playing free. Can you just kind of describe like what that feeling was like that?
Yeah, I feel like at this point of the season, we know what the coaches expect from us. We know exactly what the coaches want from us. So we're able to play without thinking about anything, and it's working.
It seemed like you were in rhythm as well, offensively, getting everybody involved. Had another game with 10 plus assists. I mean, just how can you describe the rhythm that you were in? Obviously, guys were making shots, and just the rhythm you were able to play with.
Yeah, I just was finding my teammates, and they're very talented. So when I get them the open shot, they knock it down. So half of it is on them too.
Elliot, how important was it for you guys, amid all the noise, to come in here and perform the way you guys did? I know that's
Yeah, it's definitely important for us. We feel like we have to prove a lot of people wrong, and that just gives us a bigger chip on our shoulders.
Defensively, it seemed like you guys flipped the switch. What did you see out there? Because it looked like you guys were defending tonight like I haven't seen you guys do this year. Something that you guys talked about or you saw?
Yeah, I think that's kind of our mentality going into every game now. We feel like we have a lot of offensive talent, and other teams have a lot of offensive talent, so we just try to hang our heads down on defense and just have a defensive mentality coming into every game.
And then obviously the performance that RJ had, just knocking down threes, and I think he broke a record, 6 for 6. You played with RJ for 2 years now. When he's going like that, man, what are you seeing when this happens?
That's like the best guard I ever played with in my career. One of the best guards. So. And we're locked in together, so he kind of knows when I'm going to pass him the ball. So just having that chemistry and just having all his talent, I feel like he's the best guard in the country. So it's great to have him on my side.
Elliot, I don't know if you remember this play. It was they ended up calling a timeout. You had that long outlet to Seth. They called a timeout. You were probably as fired up as I've probably ever seen you. What do you remember about just like the emotions of that play?
Yeah, I was just trying to bring energy. We went on a run. They called a timeout, so that's a big thing that we focus on, trying to have high energy, especially coming into huddles and timeouts. So I'm just trying to be as hyped as I can so my teammates will follow me.
Yeah, you do have, moments like that, every once in a while, where you're, very fired up and things like that. It seems like, and I'm not trying to, obviously put words in your mouth, it seems like you're a, emotional player in a sense, kind of let that guide you. Have you kind of always been like that? Have you always, been a type of player like that?
Yeah, I've always been like an emotional type of player, and sometimes in bad ways, and I worked on that. So now I feel like it's just like in positive ways, and positive emotions.
When you mentioned working on it, what does it look like? How do you, I guess, when you're away from the court, center yourself and things like that? Like, what does it look like to work on that?
To like work
on. You mentioned, not having emotions in a bad way. What does it look like to rein those in and keep it?
It's just like talking to my coaches. And it was kind of a thing last year, like coming into college. So yeah.
And then also, obviously, Seth was, very aggressive. What do you make of the performance he was able to have? Getting to the free throw line a lot and also getting into the lane.
That's just something I expect out of him. He's one of the best guards in the country, and he's shown that. And him having a good game is just something that everybody expects. And I feel like if me, him, and RJ keep having really good games, I feel like we're the best backcourt in the country.
So it feels like, obviously, it's been talked about a lot, but you guys have been, clicking these last few weeks. Obviously, you have the mentality, but the basketball itself has been there as well. I guess what is on the court, what's working the best for you guys? Like, what are you guys doing, I guess, schematically that's been working?
I think our confidence is just higher. I think we're playing with more swag and more confidence, and it's helping us offensively.
Gotcha. I appreciate it. Thank you. See you in Milwaukee.